We're going to start with your home gym, and let's talk about when it all started. And that kind of goes like why you started it too. So we'll let you take it away.
All right, so when and why. So I guess my home gym, and this we're going to be generous calling it a home gym. So the space I had before this, I'm going to have to set the setting a little here. So I had a house that was a 150-year-old Victorian home, and when they had added on, this is all going to make sense, I swear. They added on a garage, right? But it was 150 years old, so it was different levels. It was like an M shape, and you couldn't actually park a car in it. So the best part is when they did that addition, they didn't put a true foundation in. They built on wood, and they covered it up. So in the inspections, we had no idea what we were buying. So that was where my first home gym space was. I had my Rogue Infinity R6 rack in there, some plates and some other stuff, and it was on a wooden floor. So when it rained with no foundation, the water would come in and it would mold. And one time I was doing lunges and I put my foot through the floor. It was pretty great. That was my first home gym. And actually, the best story I have of that, so I used to keep honeybees, and I would keep my honey in that space. And then one night I went into the garage, I'm just searching around for, I don't know what I was looking for, but I hear like a rustling near my honey. I'm like, oh, there's a mouse in there. I knew they were going to find it. And I go over to where this is, and I look down, and there's a rat in there, and it is big. And I'm like, because I've never really seen a rat. Like, I've seen dead rats and stuff on the farm, but like in my house, in my garage. So I'm mad, right? I'm livid. I'm searching the garage because I want to kill this thing. And as I go around, I see like little things darting in the corners, or at least I think I do. It's like, it's in my head, right? And I hear scurrying, or I think I do. And what did it for me is I'm over the garage door opener, and you have that rail that goes down the center, and I hear something above my head. I'm not exaggerating. I do a slow look like this, like a horror movie. And there's a rat right above my head. And I would say I'd scream like a little girl, but that would be insulting to women. Not because, that's an insulting thing to say, but there's no woman that wasn't braver than me in that moment. I was out of there so fast, and there was so many rats, and it was awful. So anyway, that's where my first home gym had started. I think there was a second part of that. Was it why I started a home gym?
What year was that?
That was pre-COVID. I bought that Rogue rack for like $550. It was like, it was a big rack.
Nice.
Back when you can get deals, right? Like, I sold that thing for so much the other day. It was pretty loaded up. Like, I didn't gouge the guy, but I guess sometime pre-COVID. I don't know when that was. 2018, something, 19. We've been here for so long.
Cool.
The why, I suppose.
Go ahead.
The why would be probably like, so having a family, right? When you're in a commercial gym, I did love a commercial gym. I like the atmosphere and stuff, but the convenience of it wasn't always there. So you have a kid, you can't always work out because you got to take care of them. It closes on a noon on a Saturday. It's not open on Sunday. So like I just couldn't get there, and it's a big part of like my lifestyle that I've committed to. So I just started like buying up cheap stuff that nobody wanted back then, so I could have like my own space. And somehow I got to here. Obviously, I started to save money. You can see I'm saving a lot of money right now.
That's my favorite one. Yeah. Man, just being a family man, that's a big push for a lot of people getting to the home gym. And when I watch your YouTube videos, I try to figure out this garage you have going on. It's got so much character. It looks like it has a ton of space. Talk about what you're in now.
So now, the evolution, I suppose, is when we bought this place, it's like a 3 bay. It's 2 in the front and 1 in the back. I'm sitting in the back bay right now. And it was just bare, like a bare building. I probably have it on some videos. There's no, like this wall right here, this shiplap, it wasn't there. There's no insulation behind it. It was just these beams, right? There's no sheetrock, anything like that. So like over the last 2 years, Winnie and I have just gone and like, I would cut the sheetrock, she would tape it. Or not the sheetrock, the insulation, she would tape it. We did all electrical, we did all the lighting ourselves. We had somebody put in the heat. I don't have that kind of ability, a buddy of mine. But we've painted it, we've done it all over like a course of probably a little over 2 years, just like to build whatever the hell whatever I'm currently working on. But it's been a lot of like late nights and stuff to get to this point.
Yeah, just seeing it in the background, I'm trying to check out the dimensions. Like, is it detached? Is it a barn?
Yeah, it's detached. It's like 28 by 26, but we leave one, so we started 28 by 10, that's what I'm sitting in, 280 feet. And we actually removed a window to put my rack where I wanted it to be. Like, I was pretty committed to this. Like, they took the window out. Funny story, the rack's not there anymore, so the window's still gone. But, so we had that 28 by 10, and then as the channel started taking off a little bit, I was like, I want to expand. But the problem is, I had to give up my bay, or she had to give up her bay, which, by the way, we never park in here. I don't even call it a garage, I call it the gym. So she said she'd give up her bay so we could expand this way and put the new rack in and kind of like, because the channel was taking off, we needed more space. But there is like a third bay that's like 2 in the front, 1 in the back, I guess.
Oh, you got untapped potential.
The deal is if I go full time, I can have the third bay, but we're going to have a lot more listeners.
All right, you guys hear that? Go follow Gluck's Gym.
Yeah.
Right, that's awesome, man. All right, well, let's talk about your YouTube channel. All right, can you tell us why you started a YouTube page and what was the original idea behind it?
So you know when you had Adam from Garage Gym Lab on and he had that story about all those weird business names he had thought up over the years?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. So if you went into my Google account and you clicked, you would see channel after channel after channel after channel. So for years I've been thinking of like, what can I do? I want to do a YouTube channel. I want to, do I want to be a video game streamer? Like, okay, I don't probably have the personality or the talent to do that. Do I want to, so I'm a teacher, so did I want to teach 3D modeling tutorials? Maybe I could do that. I used to teach video game design, so maybe I'd teach computer science or scripting or how to make video games. So I had this idea, and I had all these channels, and then when COVID hit, I'm like, I got all this free time, right? If I don't do it now, I'm never going to do it. So I just started cranking out videos. Like, I think I made 7 videos in the first 4 weeks, or 2 weeks. So like every other day I was cranking out a video. The why of it, I suppose the cliche answer is probably to help people. Like, I have all this information, like Jake, nobody really lifts with me and does all these things, so it's kind of going to waste. So I kind of wanted to help people and share that information. I didn't think I'd be particularly good at it, but it was worth a shot. Just, maybe people would laugh, maybe people enjoy it, maybe I save a couple dollars for somebody, but maybe it's stupid to say out loud, but I just trying to like help people out, I suppose, and then if it worked out, it worked out. If it didn't, at least I knew I tried it,
Yeah, no, I like that answer. That's awesome. So, first few videos, tell us what those were like.
Oh, they're absolute shit. Can I swear on the podcast?
Yes, you can.
It's too late. They're awful. So I have an idea to actually go do a reaction to them. Funny fact, I never watch a video after I publish it. So when people comment and they're like, hey, this part's funny, I'm like, Winnie, what the hell are they talking about? And I'll ask my friends because I don't go back. But they're awful. They're just trash. I knew I want to talk about, but I'm like talking about like rogue change plates and stuff. I'm like, all right, I know what they're supposed to weigh. I know they got rubber around them. And I'll just like and ah and like my way through the whole thing. And I've never watched them again, but someday I will. I know they're bad. Like, they're not even like 720p. I don't think, like, I'm using like a GoPro with the GoPro mic like 12 feet away from me. I don't know if there was a second part to that, but they're terrible.
Yeah, the second part's coming. Quick traction, or was this like a head down, trudge along until it started picking up? And then did it start picking up?
Oh, that's good. So they didn't take off. So I always make goals for myself, and I told Winnie. Funny enough, I didn't tell anybody I was making this channel, except Winnie knew. So I told her that if they got as much time as I put into them, if they got that much in watch time, I would keep making them. But the first videos took like 15 minutes to make, right? So to not get 15 minutes, I was like, okay, I need a better goal. So I was like, I'm just gonna do 10, and if it works out, we'll try some more. And like, so I did 10, and traction, this is tough. YouTube is a grind. Like, it is. I don't think people realize how hard it can be. Depending which, some people catapult up there, but that's like people that hit the lottery. Like, it's nobody actually know. So the traction is like really slow. It takes a long time. When it actually hit, I don't know. My first decent video is probably like which type of weight plates or something. That one did fairly well, so we started getting some subs. But it probably took like months to get anything.
Yeah, I remember the first time I came across one of your videos, and then I was like, oh, I enjoyed that because I was just trying to like absorb all the content I could, and then like you didn't pop up for a while, and then you started popping up like a lot, and then I subscribed, and I watch all your videos now. So
you have to say that because we're here. Yeah, actually, I remember my. He's got it on his TV. I actually remember my first subscriber. So when I made the channel, like I said, I didn't tell anybody. And somebody named Tommy subscribed to me. He was like a public subscriber, and he had a little Venom icon. I even gave like a whole video for this guy. Like I was so excited. And I told my friends on Discord, like, I got a subscriber, and they're like, what the hell are you talking about? You have a YouTube channel? So then I went from like 1 to a whopping 5. But it's been a journey. But I still remember that guy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we always remember the first, right? Huh?
Yeah. Huh? Yeah, I remember. I got it.
All right, well, from one teacher to another, we know your full-time gig is a teacher. How's your time split right now? So you're teaching, training, family man, and you're also building out Gluck's gym. So what's the time looking like at this point in time?
Smooth. It's tough, to be honest with you. Like I said, it's a grind. It is a huge sacrifice. So you try to put family first, but I'd be lying if I didn't say I become like obsessive with this stuff. Like we're hiking, I'm like, well, what if we do this for a video and we could try this out? And I'm sure like my friends and people are just like, just shut up, dude. But like it becomes obsessive. You try to put your family first, right? The job doesn't get in the way so much because like I've been teaching long enough that I have a bit of a rhythm. Not that I'm obsessive at there too, like I'm still thinking of ideas and stuff, but you know, the job doesn't get in the way as much, but it's tough to balance with the family. Like my free time it's nothing, right? Like Friday nights I will be filming a lot of time until midnight, until 1 in the morning, trying to like get the video done because I know when my son goes to bed Saturday, I need to edit until midnight, and then Sunday I need to edit until midnight, and then I got to get up at like really early in the morning to go to work. So the schedule sucks, but I don't know. I'm here now, right? Trying to make it into something. So building the brand, and it's tough. Like I just focus on YouTube. My friends and stuff will be like, you got to diversify. You got to put it over here. You got to push Instagram. You got to do TikTok. I'm like, I can't even do YouTube. Like I don't have time to take a picture on Instagram and like tag it. Like I just don't have the time. Like something else would have to give, and I'm not going to give up time with my son, you know, and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
All right. So out of your videos, like, what's the biggest one so far? Which video has got the biggest hit?
So the biggest one is probably building a budget gym for under $1,000. It's got over 140,000 hits, but I think probably right behind it is gym equipment I wasted money on. Is probably well above 100,000. So those are the bigger ones that kind of boosted the channel, which is the fun and depressing part of YouTube. It's like a roller coaster. If a video pops off, you feel like you're on top of the world. You're like, I can do this. Like I could do this full time. I can make something myself. I could be the next big thing. And then like 6 videos in a row, you'll be like, oh, why am I doing this? Why am I up? Like people are watching, and I love the support. Don't get me wrong, but like, when you get a video that gets 20,000 views in a week and the next one gets like 5,000 or whatever, like when I first started, like I remember like if I can get 200 views in a week, like that's it. Like, you know, the goals always change, but like sometimes there's some late nights, you know, instead of playing video games or hanging out with my friends or going out to eat. No, honey, no, you go over there and hang out. I'm going to be on my computer until midnight again. So
has there been a video that you put together and you thought it was going to be like one that really took off and it just didn't?
Yeah, you want a list?
Well, let's hear one that comes to mind. Yeah, for sure.
So I'm sure I could go through and think of them, but there's a lot of ones. So how it works is I review the video with Winnie beforehand, and we'll see, like, rate it. Like, is that a video? Is it solid? Do you think people will like it? So like home gym lighting did very poorly for us. Kids home gym did very poorly. Even the fight camp one we just did, we thought those were really funny, solid videos. And what do I know? I'm in the video, so I don't really know. Like I'm too close to it to really know if they're funny or good or not. But there's a lot of videos like that where like, well, maybe we could get a lot of views on this. And then like the next day or two, you're like, wow, that took me 20 hours to make. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of them. That's the depressing side of YouTube where you get kind of really dragged down with it.
So the intros are some unique and favorites. Talk about how you come up with your intros.
Well, you say you, but I don't come up with the intros.
All right, well, let's hear it.
So I have to set the scene. So I know I've said it before. I put everything I have into these videos. Like I try to make them the best I can possibly do. So my typical week goes, every free moment of my time, I'm like researching because it's online. So if I say something wrong, I'm an idiot. And that's true. I am an idiot either way. But like on the comments, like somebody's going to be on you, like, you didn't think of this obscure fact over here. And you're like, you're right, I didn't. Sorry. So I research and I watch stuff and I read a lot of articles and I steal basically everything Jake says off his website. And then I just, perfect, yeah. So anyway, it takes all my time, right? So Wednesday, we have to do the thumbnail, we have to do the intro, and we have to do all the little things for, tags, description, all that crap. Like, it takes a lot of time, and I work. And Glucks are notorious for a couple things. Alcoholism, which probably not funny, but true. And we are not good with our emotions. So, like, as happy and as funny as I can be, I can just as easily turn around and be like a screaming baby. Like I want to hit stuff, I'm screaming, I'm crying, and that's what Wednesday nights are like. Like I know these things have to get done, and I know I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning to go to work. So I freak out, and Winnie will come in, and she writes the intros. Like she's a calming force, and I don't write them. I'm like, we need an idea, because I'm quitting YouTube. Like, I can't do this. Like, you guys think I'm joking, but like, I'm super dramatic when it comes to this stuff. I'm like, I've been doing this for a year and a half, and I'm going to fail. So she'll come up with these ideas, and she's like, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? It's 95% her, and like, I'll put little things in here and there to feel like I'm important, but she writes the intros, and we just film them. And then we get me through my crisis, and the video comes out the next day. But it's really not me at all. I don't do any of the intro stuff. Like I have little ideas, but she's the talent, I suppose, the smart one, or whatever it is.
That's like day before stuff.
It's day before, yeah. So the video, yeah. It's pretty late at night.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right. So we're gonna wrap up the YouTube channel with this last question. So popular reviewers are out there making these infomercial type things. They want the clicks, they want the sales. Explain how yours are different than a lot of others on the market. So your reviews of equipment.
Put me on the spot, huh? Well, I mean, hopefully they are different. So I, oddly enough, don't watch a lot of YouTube. I don't know why, but it's not my thing. And I almost never watch like gym equipment stuff. Like I like a lot of people that put out content. I think there's a lot of great content out there, but I don't watch a ton of it. So what I try to do is make content that I would watch. So I try to make it concise because I don't want to waste anybody's time. I try to be as informative as I can, and I try to be funny. Whether I'm funny or not is, some people hate my personality, some people like it. But at least I put that effort out there. So I try to do those things to make the best videos I can, and we'll see what comes of it. I don't know how well I do with it, but I try to be a role model for my son. Hopefully he's not watching my videos right now because some of the jokes are a little inappropriate. But when he gets older, if he sees me and he's proud and he's like, that's my dad, like my dad did that, I think that's pretty cool. I mean, there's some sad reasons there too, but that's pretty much it. I suppose this is going to be a weird tangent story, but bear with me when this comes out. So when my grandfather died, see, getting weird here. My family's, they're farmers, right? They had a 1,100-acre dairy farm, and they still have a couple hundred acres. They're still farmers. Like, that's what my brother and my dad did. But when he died, the funeral was insane. It was like 4 hours of us sitting there, and just like the person after person after person from the community and the other counts coming in and just saying, like, we're so sorry, whatever. Like, so just to see, like, the impact. I mean, I'm not talking. I'm not like making it up. It was like 4 hours of just, I've never seen this many people waiting. It was like a celebrity's death, right? Just to see that impact for somebody who's like, he was so generous. He died dirt poor, like literally $1 million in debt. We had to sell stuff to make up the debt, but to see that generosity and the things he did, I'm not saying I'm not going to have that impact. I'm not saying when I die, my YouTube subscribers should come to my funeral. That's super weird. But like, that's where I grew up around, that farmer family where they would break their back to do stuff for other people. So that's kind of like the role model I'm trying to be for my son. Hopefully a better businessman, but that's where some of that background comes from, if that makes any sense. I don't know, I went on a tangent there.
No, it makes sense. Yeah, no, that's cool. Awesome. Let's turn the conversation back to your home gym and tell us about your favorite gym purchase of all time.
I guess those would be things that you get deals on. So we talked about the Rogue Rack. I got a heck of a deal there. My cable machine I got from a gym closing down, but before people realized home gyms were really this great thing. So I still got a super great deal on my Lifetime Fitness cable machine. Like it's like a pro model or whatever you want to call it, the dual adjustable pulley. It's super expensive, and I did not pay that much for it. So that's pretty cool to have like a full double stack machine that was affordable. Like it's not even remotely close to the most expensive thing in here. The dumbbell racks were a pretty good deal. The same gym, I got those. They're both like hammer strength dumbbell racks. They're like $1,000 a piece. I paid $250 for both of them. And that was like I couldn't give that up. Which, funny story about that on YouTube, somebody's like, hey, you know there's a for urethane circle-style dumbbells and yours a hexagon. And I wanted to say to the guy, like, you know what, I didn't realize the difference between a circle and a hexagon, but thanks for pointing it out. Like, I just got a good deal on it, so like, those are probably my favorite purchases, I suppose. Like, things like, you're like, hey, you know.
Good deals on, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
What about that purchase that you regretted? Like that least favorite? Why did I buy this?
I mean, I don't know that I have any. See, I do a ton of research. I don't have a ton of bad ones. I've bought a few things on purpose. So, like the Yahitech Olympic dumbbell, if you see my video, that's like cheapest Amazon barbell. Like, I bought it on purpose, not to be like this awesome guy who's going to educate you, but like I wanted to do a video about like not buying cheap barbells and why we shouldn't do that, because it has great reviews on Amazon. It's like $100 shipped, right? That thing is a pile of shit. I mean, I don't know why I'm pointing back here, because I have no idea what I'm looking at, but the Titan Economy Olympic barbell, it's still like $110, and it's 100 times the bar that the other thing is, and they're like the same price. So like, there's purchases like that are pretty bad. Or oh my God, have you seen the Titan pivoting tricep bar? That thing's a piece of crap.
I thought you were going to say that one, yeah.
Well, I taught engineering for a lot of years, and I'm not saying I'm some intelligent person, but it doesn't take a lot to realize like the physics don't add up for that bar. It doesn't add up. It's a ripoff of the Watson bar. Not that Titan would do that, so you know they're probably going to kill my affiliate at some point. But like it's a ripoff, and then they didn't rip it off particularly well. I did have a guy on YouTube who's like, you know that's for your triceps, right? And I'm like, it's called a tricep bar. Like thanks. I feel like I'm like that jackass making fun of my commenters, but no, it's just like, you guys know, you're in the limelight, like the social media. Like sometimes people just want to be jerks to you for whatever reason.
Yeah, that's funny.
Those. I mean, I have my Rogue change plates. Like, I thought those were really expensive for what they are. I know you can't say anything bad about Rogue, but like, I sold those. Like, they weren't bad. Like, they're great. They're really pretty, but like, those are expensive.
All right. Well, it seems like you've added to your gym recently, and you just are moving things around, getting things situated. Are there any gym projects that you're like really excited about, like that big thing you were working on?
Finishing the garage would be nice. So like, if you have to watch the video, you see the fight camp video, like the boards are missing, you know, in some places, like the insulation's missing on the doors. I don't have the time to do it. So I think the thing I would be most excited for is like just putting those last piece of insulation in, like, you know, boards and stuff. If you saw the PR 5000 video, I think that's the one, like the snow is actually in the garage and it's like 34 degrees in there because the power went out that day. Like, just sealing up those little things would be amazing, but it's tough when you're trying to do 100 things at once. And I guess the other exciting thing was if this does ever take off and I can do it full time, like, I enjoy doing it, but it'd be so much more enjoyable not working 2 jobs at once, you know what I mean?
For sure. Yeah, kick down that wall and put in an office, man. We're ready.
Got a ways to go, I think.
Yeah.
I've got a follow-up question. You mentioned that you're pretty set on just YouTube these days. Is that kind of your game plan going forward? Just keep getting better at what you're doing, or are there additional things you want to kind of start doing or start spending more time on, I should say?
I think right now I can only afford the YouTube. So, you know, like we've talked a little bit about coming on the podcast before. It's been like months of me like dodging around, being like, I just don't have the time to do these things. And I would love to, right? So I think I just focus on YouTube because I don't have the time to do anything else. So I'd love to expand to do 2 videos a week or something else, or, you know, to actually post consistently on Instagram or pick up TikTok or whatever you're supposed to do. I don't know, but how I'd pull that off is debatable at this point. Like I need somebody else, or I just need to not have a real job.
What about the summers?
Well,
what do your summers look like?
The summers are there's the reason you're a teacher, right? It's because I love the kids and the massive amounts of money that we make.
That's why.
I do love the kids. The summers are good because you have, I have more time with my son too, but I can get a little more content out, so then I can maybe do 6 videos a month or something there. But that's ideal because I can kind of focus a little more on growth and doing videos that are going to be popular, like evergreen videos that are going to apply to a lot of people, budget gym videos, videos that are a ton of work to plan out and research, but they'll be popular, versus reviewing another barbell. Those are cool, but there's only a certain amount of people that are going to want to watch a barbell review versus something that encompasses everything. So summer's nice because I can really focus on the brand and building and trying to do more popular kind of stuff.
Sweet. Jake, did you have another one for him?
I was just going to say I was able to make this my full-time job last year, and I remember when I first started, just kind of did a little bit of everything, and I would say I wasted my time doing quite a bit of stuff, thinking, oh yeah, now I can do this, now I can do that, now I can do this, now I can do that. Kind of ended up wasting a bunch of time, but I guess that's the way you learn. So that would just be my advice. People are always going to say, oh, you should be doing TikTok, or, oh, you don't have as many Instagram followers as X, you should try and catch them. Like, nope, this is what you're good at. Like, I shouldn't have been doing daily reviews every day. I should have been sticking more to the survey type stuff, and it would be even better than it is today if I would have been doing that. So that would be my advice to you. Take it how you want. But
no, I trying to build that one platform and be good at one thing, and then if I have the luxury to try to improve other ways later on, I will. But it is what it is. I saw it when you posted this. I gotta say, I got some weird followers. I'm surprised some of their weird questions didn't come out, like in those. Like, would you post a story like, "What do you want to ask Gluck's Gym?" Like, the stuff people ask me is insane. I was expecting some weird questions in this thing.
All right, let me pull.
I don't know if I want to hear them, but
I don't know.
I was waiting for some surprise weird ones.
There weren't any real.
My real followers aren't there, right? People are like, "Who the hell's Gluck's Gym?"
What's your day job?
And there you go. You got that one, teacher.
Intros.
Yeah. What do you teach?
I'm a tech ed teacher, so I teach engineering, robotics, 3D modeling, that kind of stuff, computer science, that junk. But one of the funnier things I teach is I teach video production. So I think it's really kind of funny that I'm teaching these kids, like, this is how you make these shots, and this is what these angles are for, and what you're doing, and they have no idea, like, I have a YouTube channel. And I just like the irony of, like, these guys, like, look at this old guy teaching us how to, do this stuff. What is he? And I don't know anything, believe me. But just like the fact that if they figured out I had a YouTube channel, how that would, I would be fired. But how that would just blow up, like it's just a silly situation to me that I'm up there teaching them how to do this. And like, I've had a kid last year, and he's like, YouTube's just so saturated. You can't make a channel and stuff anymore. I was like, and then I started a channel like right then. Or whenever it was, like, it's just kind of funny when you think about it. Like, I teach video production, and then nobody knows that I do any of this stuff. That's actually what we were talking about, the name. Like, that's why it used to be G-Gym, because I didn't want my name out there. But fun fact about G-Gym, standing for Gluck's Gym, or Good Game, or whatever you want to do, it autocorrects to Gym, so nobody could search the channel. So I had to change it to Gluck's Gym, and then, kind of put my name on it. But I didn't really want to do that, because then I didn't want people, like, it's like the Brandon, Diamond Campbell there, the same kind of thing. You didn't really want people to know your name at first, because what if it doesn't work out? There's all these weird videos of you online, and you're teaching these kids, and they're like, hey, you told me not to say that, but see what you said in this video right here? It would be bad.
That's awesome. Jake, you good?
I'm good. Gluck, you have anything else you want to say?
No, I feel like I talked way too much. So.
No, I think
I had a lot of fun.
Under an hour, yeah.
Yeah. All right, well, that's going to do it. We want to thank Adrian for jumping on with us. Tell the people where they can find you.
It's just Gluck's Gym. Facebook, not that I go on Facebook. Instagram, most likely YouTube. That's where most of my content is. So good luck spelling it.
Yeah. Hope to have you back. We want to thank everyone for listening. Be sure to give us a follow at Garage Gym Experiment on Instagram, where you can participate in the Sunday survey, the Facebook, YouTube, the website, GarageGymExperiment.com. All right, I think we covered everything. Jake, do you have anything else for the people?
Nope.
We're done. Bye.